Hey there, Build 42 has been mixed reception-wise, with a lot of people complaining about how hard it is compared to Build 41. If this is you, if you're finding life in Knox County to be a bit rough, or frankly if you're new to the game and want an easier go of it in Project Zomboid, then this video may help you adjust your settings to the playstyle you're comfortable with and to help you ease your way into the zombie apocalypse. This is all about the custom sandbox. When most people think custom sandbox, they immediately think you want to make the game harder. And while you can make this game harder in the sandbox is really more designed to make things easier on you, or in the case of veteran players, to make things more familiar. This is especially true for Build 42 when the changes can feel a little bit more extreme. So the easiest way, I think, to understand this, and we're just going to jump in, I'm going to show you all the stuff. And this is pretty much done live. There is no script. Oh, did I just miss it? Maybe I didn't. Hold on. Let's go into custom sandbox. And right there. All right, so I feel like the easiest way to understand the sandbox is to take a look at the preset settings for Builder, Survivor, and Apocalypse. Just so you know, Apocalypse is the way Indy Stone envisions the game, so we will use it as a kind of a middle point and work our way back to Build 41. If you want to play the game as Indy Stone envisions it, then Apocalypse is the way to go. For those of you that are frustrated with it, or new players that are having a really difficult time, I'm going to show you all the different stuff. So in Build 41, many veterans felt like Apocalypse was easy mode, myself included. In this build, Build 42, this has changed. Well, zombies aren't as prevalent as Build 41. Almost everything else in Apocalypse is harder. And for some, can feel really frustrating, and I got a lot of feedback for that. This is the reason why I am making this video. Looting, building, generating skill, experience, all of that is much harder. So if we go into Apocalypse right now, right, we'll go to the time. First of all, the time, July, that's just part of the lore. If you want to make things a little bit easier on yourself for farming, I would put this back to maybe March or February, where you can actually do farming, or you can just turn off farming altogether, and that would make it fine as well. All right, so the first thing you want to do with this, you're going to notice I'm going to go to advanced here, and as you can see, with advanced, we're going to be able to see all the different things. Like I can change the random sprinter amount and all that stuff, right? So the speed in Apocalypse is random. It just means you get fast shamblers and shamblers. In Survivor, it's all fast shamblers, with the strength weak and the toughness is normal, and the sight and the hearing are normal. You go back to Apocalypse. I'm not going to mess with Builder, but you can see this. Random sight, random hearing. They also have the new stealth system, oh, did I just go to Builder? Sorry. So nothing else has really changed. Between Survivor and Apocalypse, the big changes are the zombies are a little bit weaker. They're all fast shamblers, which makes it easier, believe it or not, because slow shamblers, they tend to be, they kind of mix it up, makes it hard to kind of congregate them all together. And the sight and hearing isn't random either. That's for Survivor. So that's the big difference between the two. You can adjust these to make them easier or harder. Survivor actually is closer to Build 42 than it is, or Build 41 than it is Build 42. Build 42, you can see, is going to be a little bit harder. All right, the loot is the big deal, and let's go to Survivor just to show you maximum looting building chance. So they have something that they've created this thing where the world appears to be looted as time marches on. And I've heard from several people the frustration when they go and they have an idea of like what they want to do. They have a vision or a goal to get to this building, and then when they get in, the building has been completely looted. This is one of the things you want to change if you want to get back to Build 41, maximum looting building chance. And once again, if you take a look at it, Survivor has that. So by putting it to 0, it means that there will be no looting happening other than you looting. The rare is set on everything, and I kind of got into like this debate with somebody, but rare has always been a case. And once again, this is because I'm doing this right here, just so you know. Rare has always been the case for Apocalypse and Survivor. The problem with this is for people is the literature, because now we have lots of books that are competing with the skill books. So you're not going to be able to find your skill books near as easily as you would in Build 41. What I would probably suggest is, if you want to make it a little bit easier, is to set these to normal. all of them to normal. That would probably end up making things closer to build 41. All right, so we have Apocalypse on this, and as you can see, nothing's changed here. So the one thing that you could change to make things a little bit easier is infinite gas pumps here. That is in build 41 as well. That'd be something that you could change. But it has lots of other stuff as well. But nothing has changed for that, and let's take a look at here. Nothing's changed on our sandbox settings for nature. And right here, for Survivor, it allows a mini-map, which is pretty nice to have if you don't know your way around. You can kind of have an idea or a clue of what it is. In Apocalypse, that's turned off. So if you want to, you can probably turn that back on. And also, light needed to read map. I mean, some people feel like they that it's a cool change. Some people don't. So that's always a chance to do that. If you want to make also, there's a lot of like road stories. If you want to pull this up to maybe often or very often, this will give you the chance for it to spawn in like electrical cars and metalworking cars and things like that have materials that you can do, as well as books and stuff. All right, the big one is going to be character. So the muscle strain factor is real in Project Zomboid. Right now it's at a 1.0. You go to Survivor, it's going to drop down to 0.5. You want to drop it out and make it more like build 41, you just hit 0, 0. All the rest of this stuff I think is pretty normal. I think the easy climbing turned on will also push you back a little bit more to build 41. And finally, this is what I was talking about as far as making things easier. There's XP multipliers right here that you can actually increase a little bit, tailored to your needs if you feel like some things are not giving you enough experience. I feel like I'm missing something though. Oh yes, here we go. Here's the other one. And this is not on Survivor or Apocalypse, but you have maximum dismantling XP level. So right now that's set up at 0. Which basically means that when you dismantle beds and stuff, you're not going to get any carpentry experience. You can actually adjust that up to make it more like build 41. Same thing goes with maximum media XP level. You can adjust that up as well. That's because VHS tapes and TV shows no longer give you the experience once you hit beyond level 3. I feel like I'm missing, let me go back here. I think I'm missing something else as well. Yes, farming. So you plant growing seasons. If you click that and you disenable that, that will allow you to plant anything all year round. And that's a very build 41 thing as well. I think that's pretty much it. Oh yes, and gas. Finally, we have gas, and you can actually, well, actually, I don't think this has anything on it, no. And we're just gonna skip the livestock. Anyway, this is a sandbox options, and if you want to go back and make it a little bit easier on yourself, or if you're a veteran and you're really frustrated with the way that things are going, then Sandbox is going to be the solution. At least until they build this, they turn this unstable build into a stable build, and then things are going to change here and there. But for the most part, I think that what we're getting is it's too hard for beginners, a lot of beginners, and it's too confusing for a lot of veterans. And this would be a good way to kind of ease your way back into Zomboid Build 42. Personally, I am enjoying the slowness of it, but if this isn't you, Sandbox options are the way. At any rate, my name's Drunkonlife. If you haven't already, you should sub to this channel, like this video, comment. Leave me lots of comments, because I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments about this. And I will see you guys on the flip side. Oh, shizzle. Bye, y'all.